Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. What is going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome in. I know this is a very strange time for me to go live. Usually it's pretty late at night. But I decided to take the day off, and I decided to get into makeup. Something for a little bit more Halloween themed. I know that we are early on it, but you know what? I want to do it. I want to be in drag already. I want to get Halloween moving, girl. I'm already getting nervous because you walk in and it's Christmas everywhere. It's like it's vomiting Santa and snowmen and all that jazz. So I'm like, no. I'm like, that's not going to happen, girl. So if you are new to my live on TikTok, my name is Justice Taylor. I've been doing drag for about 13 years. So I just recently relocated to Houston, Texas. So I am going to be doing my makeup today. Showing you from start to finish by putting my contacts in and all of that jazz of how to do drag makeup. I'm not going to talk about products because I work for a brand and I have to keep it brand specific. I'm sorry. I can't talk about other brands because I'm brand specific myself. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you where I'm placing things and why I'm doing it. It's going to go pretty fast because I have an amazing Beetlejuice. Yes, I said Beetlejuice. All product haul that is not makeup. So I went and found a ton of different things. So I'm so excited. Thank you. So I'm super excited. I'm going to get in makeup. It's going to be some pinup hair. And then at the end of that, I'm going to go into my unboxing of all the fabulous Beetlejuice items that I found. Beetlejuice is my favorite movie. I've been watching it for many, many years. And when I tell you, girl, Beetlejuice is my jam. Lydia Dietz is my jam. I like Lydia's look, not so much her attitude. But, so I'm literally going to get into makeup. I'm going to put my contacts in, glue my brows down, and get this mug going. And then, of course, once we get to finishing it up and having the hair and everything on, I'm going to unbox all the fabulous... yes, Beetlejuice, girl. Beetlejuice. I said it 3 times, it still hasn't popped up, girl. I'll probably get a zit instead, I'm just saying. So I have some awesome Beetlejuice mystery items that you don't know what it is until you open it. And then I bought a couple of items that I knew what it was, and that's why I bought it. So I'm going to get in makeup, girl. I'm going to get this mug on, get this mug locked and loaded, and then we're going to unbox the things together and see what we get. So again, as a forewarning, there will probably be some trolls that jump up in here and act crazy. But here's the thing. I'm not worried about it. You don't worry about it. It's all about positivity in here. Honey, I'm on a throne. Nobody cares. All right. So give me thumbs up if you are ready for me to get into some mug, girl. If you are ready for me to get into some mug. Give me all the likes. Give me all the hearts. Give me all that fabulosity. Yes. I'm excited. Okay. Now then, let me get a little closer, a little bit more intimate, because I need to get my contacts, and then we can get this mug going. I am ready. Aw, thank you. Well, I just met you, and I like you already. Aw, aren't you cute? So here's the thing. When people say negative things or offensive to other people, I just block them, girl. That's all that matters. You know, it makes it so much easier and a lot more positive in here. The other part is, if you don't like what is popping up on your For You page, then you should stop looking at the things you're looking at for it to recommend me to you. Just saying. All right, so let's get these contacts in. So I use Crazy Eye contacts. Crazy Eye is the name of the brand, not just because they look crazy. All right. We got one in. So I never do drag without wearing color contacts. It's just one of those things that is a preference of mine. I've done my makeup recently and did not put contacts in, finished the look, and I just felt like something was missing. Well, I mean, obviously a contact, but I did not like the finished look without my contacts in. There we go. All right. They are not prescription. If you wanted to order them, there's a place in Atlanta that you can order from. It is Costumes Etc. So the cool thing about Costumes Etc. is if there's a contact you like, you can actually give them your prescription and they will have it ordered for you and have your stuff already in it. So it makes it easier. So the Crazy Eye Contacts is the name of the brand. It is just a go-to. The reason why I like Crazy Eye Contacts is because the quality of contact lens is so much better than any of the other ones I've tried. I've tried some from the hair stores, which some hair stores actually carry Crazy Eye Contacts. Sorry, I'm turning my fan down just a little bit so it's not blowing directly in my eye. But Crazy Eye Contacts are a thicker plastic, which I am obsessed with because it makes the lens last longer and is actually a lot more comfortable. So, oh, that's cool. You have two color eye contacts. That's really, I mean, contacts, two different color eyes. That's really nifty, though. You know what? That's something you just need to play up on. You can do anything you want with your shadow. Mine are hazel, so they do change. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking an alcohol wipe and I'm taking off all the excess oil and product because I did put skincare on before I came on. Okay, so it's just a cheap little alcohol wipe, alcohol swabs. I get them from Walmart. The reason why I do this is because when you're gluing your eyebrows down, if you have any excess product or a lot of oil on the skin, then your glue stick, which you're about to see me do next, will actually not stick to your brow. So you'll end up fighting it more than anything else. So now that we have that on, the next step you're going to do is you're going to see the Extra Strength Craft Bond. Okay, this is a glue stick. It says permanent bond. It is not permanent. When you're doing this, what this is going to do is it's going to make you have a blank canvas for your eyebrow. So it's called blocking the brow. So you're going to take your glue stick. I go against the hair and then I push everything in the direction that it should be laying down. So what this does is you're gluing it down to where there is no longer the texture. The glue is going to be causing a barrier. This is like using spirit gum on the eyebrow or Prozaid, but I personally just have not liked either one of those products when I've used them. What do we think about the new backdrop? I decided to do some rainbow backdrop today. So it's not the blue color glue stick, it's purple. So the purple stick is the one, unless you see a blue one that I've never seen. The purple one is the one that they use. It's the exact same. It's from Elmer's glue as well. The difference is this one is extra strength, so I sweat. I'm plus size. I already know this. When you're plus size, you just have to plan ahead, girl. You got to plan ahead because I'm telling you, what'll happen is you're going to get stuck and you're going to be like, girl, sweating the house down and everything's there. You know what? I used to shave them off for real. That was many, many years ago. And I don't do that anymore because I figured this out. You know what I mean? Like this is just the new thing. But yeah, the purple one is more water soluble. So whenever you sweat, it's going to come off easier. This right here is actually, what is this? Toe grower breeder. Yeah, whatever. So the funny thing is that you say normal people. So I want you to go to my TikTok page and I want you to watch my latest post. My latest post was talking about what is normal. So as a LGBTQ individual is it's very offensive when people say normal to us because there's been so many years where we're told not to do something or that we're wrong for who we are or that we're wrong. The glue, girl. Okay. I was getting a little nervous, girl. But yeah, anyway, so just to finish that thought out is whenever you're looking at the LGBTQ plus community, I posted a video where you're talking about like when you're growing up and they're telling you what is acceptable, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. And we end up as a community, we end up apologizing. No harm. No, you're good, girl. So we end up apologizing for things that are just like, that are us. That is not something that we're like making a different topic. Like we're not trying to do something different. We're not trying, like it's not normal in their head because it's taboo. It's something they don't see because people haven't normalized it. But you know, it's one of those things that I posted about it because I mean I got a little emotional about it last time I was painting because I was like, girl, this is weird. I was like, this is strange, and I started thinking about it. I was like, why do we apologize for that? That's like, you know, me sitting here going up to a straight couple and saying, "Ooh, I really need you to stop kissing and all that stuff in public. It's very inappropriate. I'd really hate for my kids to see that." Like, it's that same thing. You know what I mean? Well, and here's the thing. Normal is subjective, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and being a human being is normal. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when you make toast. Toast doesn't come out the same every single time, honey. So, aw, thank you, thank you. You know, I try to be well-spoken. I have a bit of a country accent. I've got a twang, girl. I got a twang. I'm originally from Alabama, a hot minute ago. And then I lived in Atlanta for 9 years, where I performed a lot there. And then, aw, thank you, thank you. Well, I hope that you like the laugh because I will be laughing the entire time. I'm literally like, it's sad. I'm a nerd. I totally make myself laugh more than anything else. I'm like, honey. And then I moved to Louisiana where I was there for about 3 years. And then I just relocated to Houston. So it's been fantastic. I'm excited to be here. It's been about a month and a couple weeks. But my partner's finally getting here, which I'm excited about because we've been waiting and it's just him working out a notice at his other job and things like that. So I'm super excited. So I'm pumped to get him here today. So he'll be here later on today. And then, yeah, makes it easy, girl. Yeah, there is no such thing as normal, honey. I said there's one thing that is always there, which is my plus size, girl. No. Aw, thank you, thank you. It's like my brows are taking forever to dry today. It's weird. Probably because I was sweating. I literally was putting up this new backdrop before I came on, and I was like, girl, come on. I'm like, what is going on? It is so hot in this room. Strange. Okay, so we've got... I want to make sure this one is pressed all the way down. Okay. Now let's get this brow on. So then you're going to take and go in the direction of the hair, pressing down pretty aggressively, but not to hurt yourself. So you want it as smooth as possible. I am so excited for Halloween. When I tell you, like, fall is my favorite time of year because... oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, girl, these contacts are my favorite. I wear these and then like these ice blue. For a long time, I wore white out with the black rim on them. But I was like, girl, we all got to be unique, girl. Yes, because if we all did the same thing, I mean, what jobs would be left? Girl, I mean, we'd all be doing the exact same thing. It's very strange. Yes, questions. Go ahead. Anything you guys have, just let me know. I usually go live later on at night, so it's kind of strange to be on here right now. Thank you, Jessica. Aw, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you. Yes, it would be so boring if everybody was alike. When I tell you... Oh, I mean, it would be crazy. I mean, creativity is one of those things that I look for in every single person. What is their creativity? Not everybody, when you started contacts, you know what? It wasn't that they hurt. It was a pain in the ass to get them in because I was not used to actually putting in contacts. So what ended up happening is I would I was struggling to put them in the first time and it took like 45 minutes and that was one eye. And then I got the other one in and I was like, come on, girl. Your fingers burn your eyes. So just so you know, wash your hands with an antibacterial soap before you grab your lenses, but make sure your lenses are clean. So wash your hands, then grab the lens. What ends up happening is a lot of people will put on face cream or skincare and then they'll forget and they didn't wash their hands. So they will end up grabbing their contact lenses and you're like, oh crap, it's all in my eyes. Like, what in the hell? So I will tell you, this is one thing that I use to clean my lenses. You can get it at CVS. It's Clear Care. When you put it in, you need about 24 hours and it comes with a case already. So when you put it in, it actually starts to bubble and it takes all those proteins off that's not supposed to be there. I need this glue to get it together, girl. She is like, she's usually fast dry, so I'm very confused about what's going on. Use the same cleaner. That stuff is awesome. It works so fast. Yeah, show the bottle again. Yeah, so you can take a screenshot. Just make sure that when you're using this, Give it the full 24 hours, and it'll tell you on the packaging because it's not great for your eyes, obviously. If it's still on there, the solution stops working after a certain amount of time. And then it's safe to use at that point. So we're like, perfect. Oh, got you. The Walmart brand. Equate. Is that what it's called? Equate. I'll use knockoff or generic brands on some things, but some things I won't. So now I'm taking a translucent powder and I'm just pressing it into my eyebrow to make sure that any extra moisture that's on here is going to be dried and dissolve. But the other part is this is causing a barrier on the brow. So now what I'm going to do is dust this off and do one last layer, and then we're going to go to product. So I can't tell you product names. Sorry. I work for a brand, and it is a conflict of interest for me to talk about actual product as far as cosmetics go. So I can't tell you what that is. But honestly, when it comes to this, you can just use any theater makeup powder neutral set. Just so you know, look up theater. All right, let's let this dry, and then we'll get started on this mug, honey. You thought it was James St. James? That is such a compliment. I love James St. James. So I used to love that movie, Party Monster. I used to watch it all the time. Macaulay Culkin, when he played Michael Alec, when I tell you, I used to have the biggest crush on Macaulay Culkin when he was that age, where he was in that movie. I was like, yes! What is it? Let's see. He did kill that role, for real. Honey, I love it. You know what's so funny, though, is my favorite outfit that he wore, which was because he just looked super sexy in it, was when they did the Blood Feast, and he was in that doctor outfit. Or not doctor outfit. He wore the mask as his cover-up, as his underwear and stuff. I was like, ooh, honey. Ooh, he was so fine. Girl, you already know. I was like, ooh. But you know what's so funny, though, is I love that Seth Green was in there. Seth Green is one of those people that he can play many different roles. And he can just pull it off. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't watched it in a while, but I love that show Robot Chicken that he makes. Is that not an amazing show? It is so funny. My favorite scene from Robot Chicken was where that gummy bear is like, I'm a gummy bear, and then his foot gets in that bear trap and it screams so loud, and then it like eats its foot off and then jumps like 2 more steps and hits another one. I literally like used to scream and act like that in the car. Like that was just my gig. That was my everything. I was like, girl, this is the tea. This is the tea, baby. All right. Sorry, my brows are taking a little bit longer than normal to dry today. I don't know why, but you know what? I would rather sit here and chit chat with you anyway. So I'm like, I ain't mad at it. Look, guys, don't worry about anybody negative in here. Here's the thing. Positive or negative, you're still in here, you're still watching, and you're still commenting. So it helps me out, baby. And if you do not like what you see, then stop watching and commenting on other things that are like this for me to keep being suggested in your For You page on TikTok. There's an algorithm, baby, and if you don't know how to spell that, I couldn't tell you because I don't either. However... I'm like, I don't know how to spell it, girl. I just know how to say it. And even then, I'm kind of struggling. If you're just joining, I am Humpty Dumpty but Couture. But what you will notice between me and Humpty Dumpty is I will never crack and go into pieces, baby. Okay, I think the brows are pretty good. I'm going to set it, and then I'm going to go straight to makeup. So... I told you, I'm such an upbeat person. I'm like, I don't get bothered by anybody. I'm like, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. I do like Nicki Minaj. I like her music. I can't say I like her because I don't know her. Just like she doesn't know me. but at least people know her name. So if for the makeup today, in case you missed the beginning, so I am actually doing some Halloween themed makeup, just something very chill, but still a little bit more pin up in an extent. But the good thing about this, what I'm doing is I have a ton of mystery items from Beetlejuice. So I will be showing a ton of Beetlejuice items as soon as I get my makeup and hair on. I already have body on, as you can see. I do that so I don't have to leave camera. But what we will do is as soon as I get it on there, we're going to open up the mystery packaging to see what we ended up getting. But just make sure the longer you sit here, just keep liking and all that other jazz, so it keeps putting me into the algorithm to keep having the fabulous visitors that you see, and then the fabulous visitors like yourself. My name is Justice Taylor. I am currently living in Houston, Texas. I relocated here not too long ago. So, yeah, just trying to get this. Now, I had this other palette. I have specific palettes that I use for specific things. Where is it at? Here it is. Okay, so we got her. My sinuses have been killing me, honey. I don't know what's blooming here, but it has been like, whoo. My hair is over here. I'll put it on when I get my face on. My pronouns are he, but honestly, you can say he, she, they, it. I don't care as long as you call me, girl. That means that you paid your bills, you have your minutes, they're available, that you could call me. I personally don't get too bogged down on my personal pronouns because I do drag, but I live as a male, of course. So I personally am like, you know, whatever you want to call me, as long as you're calling me, girl. As long as you are calling, baby. All right, let's get this mug on. Y'all gonna be like, damn. She is hateful on her face. So whenever you're doing foundation, the tighter the bristle brush, the more coverage you're gonna get. But don't think you're gonna buy a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer, like what I'm wearing right now, and that you're gonna get a full coverage out of it. It doesn't work that way. You know, you'll notice that when I get done with my makeup, I am simply only wearing chapstick. That is the only thing I wear is chapstick. But yeah, so whenever you're looking at the makeup, just know the tighter the bristle or even a sponge is going to get you more coverage. So don't waste your money on a ton of like super fluffy brushes, especially if it's for foundation, because I don't want you to be trying to fight it. It should work for you, not against you. As you can see, the eyebrows are blocking out to where you cannot see them as much. So I do that because women have higher, their brows are up higher, so it gives them more of a space to paint, to do their makeup. So for me, I'm putting tiny little dots on for the foundation on here, just so you know. I'm not putting a ton of product on. This foundation I'm using, I can't talk about it obviously, but just know it is super full coverage, girl. Jeans for beans, what's going on? What are you doing? What time is it there? What time is it there? Ooh, blank out that lip, baby. I need to get makeup all over this damn thing, but it's fine. Jeans for Beans is awesome. She has a precious little boy that is a celebrity. If y'all don't know, you need to go follow her because her kid is a celebrity, and that makes her a celebrity also. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting on concealer, and I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. So what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for that to just sit and warm up to the skin is I'm going to continue with my nose highlight and my forehead. The reason why I do this is when you put your concealer on, it sits there for a few minutes. It starts to warm up to the skin. So it's going to end up giving you, oh, it's 11:30 p.m. It's so weird. I'm used to having like thousands of people in here watching, but I'm painting at a different time. I was telling them that. I usually paint at like 11 o'clock at night. And so it's, people are off work, and I'm getting folks from the UK. And then, of course, folks in the US that's just sitting in bed chilling. Okay, so now that we have her on. So yeah, so I actually use skincare before I do my makeup. Your skin is your best accessory. If your skin isn't where it needs to be, then your makeup, no matter how expensive it is, will not look good on your skin. That is from all brands. That's just a little tidbit. I can talk about the 2 items that I use because I work for the brand. So I only use, when I'm doing my makeup, Dior Prestige Micro Oil. It is a serum, and then I use the Prestige Micro Oil Caviar, which is a mask, but the mask can be worn as a face cream because it is for extreme hydration and repair to the skin. So I use that. They are pretty pricey, so if you are gonna be sticker shock, don't even look it up, girl. Just saying, because you're gonna be like, what the hell? Get my nose contour and highlight right. Well, not contour, but highlight. I'll contour with powder in just a little bit. Perfect. Star Trek vibe. No, right? Thank you, thank you. So the funny thing is you're feeling Star Trek, but it's a rainbow all the way across. The problem is with TikTok, you can't turn your camera long ways. So you're not actually going to see the entire backdrop, which I bought a 10x8 because eventually I would love to start streaming while playing like video games. I just think it would be fun. I see people do it all the time. And honestly, can you imagine? I'm sitting here talking to you right now, okay? Having a great time with nothing going on other than chatting with you beautiful people. Imagine the shit show would be if I was playing a video game in drag. Ooh, it would be a hot mess. I'd be like, yes! Make sure you're giving all the hearts, all the likes, all the fabulosity. What is your favorite scary movie? I want to know everybody's favorite scary movie because I'll tell you, I'm a scary movie fanatic and I've seen just about, well, I'm not going to say everything because that'll be a lie, but I have seen a ton of scary movies. I would watch a crappy scary movie before I'll watch a love movie. Just saying. Saw, okay, Halloween, Michael Myers. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you. Oh, I like it as well. House of a Thousand Corpses is my other favorite movie, just so you know. The Shining, Conjuring, okay. I didn't really get into The Shining, I'm not gonna lie. I watched it and I was like, okay, it's cute. But I wasn't like, I think I only watched it twice maybe, and I was like, meh, it's okay. It's cute. Annabelle, okay. I love it. House of a Thousand Corpses is a movie that I put on when I have nothing else that I want to watch. And I just like chill. Children of the Corn. I haven't seen that in so long. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that in forever, girl. Children of the Corn was a strange movie. And those were some ugly little kids, I'm just saying. So I put my contour on, and you'll notice that I do about 4 to 5 shades deeper than my natural skin tone. But whenever I'm putting it on, I don't put a ton. There's not a lot of excess product on. And then whenever you're putting on, Twinkle, what's going on? Twinkle's in here showing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's sending cookies today, girl. She's trying to make a plus-size girl even bigger. I'm just saying. Is this a feeder channel? What is this? You know what movie scared me as a kid was Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead scared the crap out of me, where they burn that body and then it like animates all the dead people to come alive, and they had that one redheaded girl that was like dancing on top of the gravestone or whatever it was, and she was, I'm so confused, but she ended up ripping her pants off and like dancing naked, and then it starts raining and it's acid rain. And it ends up like hurting them. That movie was strange. That movie freaked me out. Yes, brains. Honey, The Exorcist actually did not scare me when I was a kid. I was like, oh, okay, well, this is fun. I was like, oh no, she threw up. The Return of the Living Dead freaked me out because my grandmother lived next door to a cemetery. So, and some of you have already heard this story, but it was weird. So I just like, it freaked me out because like it was too real. Not that they came alive, obviously, but just the fact that they could come alive and we'd be the first ones to die because my grandmother literally lived next door. All right, so what you're seeing right now is I'm using the excess of my foundation on this end of the sponge. And then I cut my cheek, which from the corner of my mouth straight to the corner of my ear. I am not going all the way across because the whole point of me doing here and down to the jaw was to give me a new shape. So what I'm doing for this is to cut it to give me some definition, but then you take the back side that you were blending your contour with and you're going to go across the edge of your contour both. So it should look like it's melting into the skin. You don't want it to go completely nude to where you don't see the definition anymore. Okay, done. Now you take the foundation side and you're gonna go right at the edge of what you did for the cheek. So this is blending it all together. We're marrying the shades, darling. We're marrying the shades. I don't know why every time I say that, the first thing that I think about is two lampshades getting married. Makes no damn sense. All right. You can, if you want to get extra definition on your nose contour, you can take the excess on the corner of the nose. Just to get even more definition. Just be really careful because creams are not as forgiving as powder. Powders, hit or miss, girl. Hit or miss. All right, so what I'm going to do is go back with my highlight shade because I really want to make sure that it's bright under here, but you don't have to worry about it being stark white because I'm going to show you a little trick that I do later on with a luminizer to give me the brightness that I want. See what I mean? Now, I am wearing jet black hair tonight, or today, because it's daytime. I don't know why. I told you, I'm getting mixed up because I keep thinking that I'm in a different time frame than what I actually am. Let me put on my eyebrows. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna be sitting here with no eyebrows and be like, there's something missing. What is it? Oh yeah, the brows, girl. But no tea, no shade, girl. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like wearing eyebrows, so I'm not going to. I need this. I put it in an old case from my lashes. You always forget your teeth. Girl, that happens. It is what it is. This is where you mess up. So I'm doing the top line first, but just know brows are pretty forgiving because you can always go back in and clean it up. You don't have to be perfect at it. I mean, there's always cleaning it up and all that jazz, so you don't have to stress about all the extra. Get this brow, get this arch, baby. You see, I get real quiet. And their sisters, not twins anyway, so don't stress about it being perfect. I mean, when it comes down to it, you're gonna see what you like more on another one and start adjusting, so. Everybody always like, I'll do my eyebrows and they're like, oh my gosh, they look a mess. Sometimes I get them like perfect the first time, but that's very seldom. So I end up putting them things on and then I shape them with my concealer, girl. I ain't even worried about it. All right, so we got somewhat of a shape that we're wanting. Like I said, we're just gonna shape it up with concealer. And honestly, I may change it about 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times. And however many times it takes until I find out what the hell I want it to do. You know what's so funny is every time I start laughing and I'm not laughing out loud, I feel like I sound like Brenda from Scary Movie. She goes, I'ma work that. You like that, Ray? I feel like I'm her. I feel like I want to be her. I feel like that's my life. That is my twin. With what? With sight in one eye? Honestly, it's all about just, look, is it that you have no sight at all in one eye? Or is it that you're looking at, like you're having like temporary blindness in one eye? Because I have seen makeup artists where they had the glasses where it's just one lens and then it flips over in the middle to go to the other side. However, if you, Dr. Evil... however, if it's that you just don't have blindness, I mean, you can't see at all. Yeah, honey, close your eye. Just here's the thing. When you're doing your eye makeup, just tilt your head backwards, but do not raise your eyebrows. And you can actually see, where your natural eye shape is, or do it by feel. Because a lot of times when you're doing your makeup, it's not necessarily that you're seeing every single detail that's on there, it's that you're feeling the placement. So when you're putting it on, usually you're going to keep your medium shade on the brow bone itself. So like right above the crease. And then in the crease line, you're going to put ever so slightly a deeper shade. If you're not comfortable with going very deep and really dark and intense, do just 1 shade darker or 2 shades darker of the eyeshadow you're already using. And always do a tiny little bit. Always touch your brush on the outside first because that'll put all the saturation there. And then you windshield wiper. So as a reminder, like with your foundation brush, the tighter bristle, the more coverage you're going to get. So same thing with your eyeshadow. So if you are not comfortable and confident of having all of that shade at one time, get you the ponytail brushes, which are these that are really fluffy. Put your shades on there and then fluff it. But remember, start on the outside, fluff it. Outside, fluff it. You can always add more. But here's the thing. Get you a light up mirror that has magnification to it, or just get you a light up mirror. And one way to do it is the kind that fold where you can see. So when you're looking straight ahead, you can see this eye. You see what I mean? There's the mirrors like those weird ones that are in, what is it called? In the bathrooms at your house, like back in the day. And now some of the apartments, because, you know, they don't update those ever. But you can use those, and that's one way to do it, because I used to do, I know this sounds very strange, and I made this comment in my last video, and if you haven't seen my last video, go to my YouTube. My link is in my channel. My link to my channel is in my bio on TikTok. So when I used to, I made the comment that people don't see you from the front the entire time. You see you from the front when you're doing your makeup, but what people see is from the side. So you may look like you have full luscious lips from the front, but from the side it looks like a melted crayon. Same thing with your contour. So it's all about knowing what people are seeing. So those types of mirrors are super helpful, because imagine you're like looking snatched and flawless from the front, and then from the side it looks like an 18-wheeler took, you know, an emergency left to avoid the wreck. Like, it's that bad. I'm like, honey. Your brows don't match at all. Well, clearly, girl, I'm obviously cleaning them. But just know, I can see your comments, and if you want to get cute and try and read people on here, I will go to your page to see what you look like. And most of the time, you have no room to talk. But it's okay, girl. We call this reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. I've had people that were like that before. They're like, I don't like this makeup that you're wearing. And I'm like, says the person that only knows how to use one shade of eyeshadow across their entire eyelid. Please let me take all the makeup tips from you because I'm so excited. Sometimes, you know, in the South, they say, oh, God love it. Oh, bless your heart. Sometimes I would just be like, oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really thank you. And I just walk off and they think that they just did like this miraculous thing and taught me something. And I'm like, girl, please, ain't nobody ever going to use that. Looking a hot ass mess. Dr. Evil. I don't know why that is stuck in my head. I'm like, girl, somebody said that on here earlier today, or earlier on here, and I was just like, oh, you are so right, girl. You are so freaking right. And I love it. Good enough, honey. Good enough. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Y'all are all talking to this one person. Ah, fade those brows now. Girl, you already know. You already know. Because I ain't trying to have these old triangles on my forehead as eyebrows. Girl, that's the last thing I want. Then I put my concealer on just to even it all out. I'm not trying to have harsh lines. Hi, welcome to my channel where I'm a real woman doing real womanly things. And of course, there's going to be that one negative crybaby Nancy that's on here. You're not a woman. You're not a woman at all. God loves you, and Jesus said of this one time. And we're like, girl, please. If Jesus wanted to tell me something, he could come down here and tell me himself. And then I would ask him my question, because I really want to know. That song that says, Jesus, take the wheel. Where would he be going? And also, we didn't have cars when he was here. So would he even know how to drive it? Because no, he did not create the car. He created the people that created the car. Just saying. Send this one right here out because I'm like, I ain't trying to. I'm trying to make sure I have womanly eyebrows. I'm not trying to look like a dude today. I'm trying to look like a man. The Elmer's glue. Everybody's always like, what in the hell is he doing with Elmer's glue? But you know what? It makes sense once people see it. But it's definitely not for everyday people. I mean, unless you just want to do that. Because then at that point, I don't care. It's on you. Do your thing, baby. I don't know why I'm even worried about this damn brow being perfect. Because it's not going to matter. Literally have a bang that covers one of them. You hear that laugh? That I'ma work that. I'm telling you. Literally, I think of Brenda every time. Cindy, your TV's leaking. Cindy, there's some white bitch coming out your TV. This is some scary shit. I'm like, girl, that is so mean. And of course, right now it's trending on TikTok, and everybody and their mother is doing that damn part of the video, and I'm like, yes. So I just took my foundation, the excess that was on, I don't know, foundation, the concealer shade that's just chilling up on my sponge. And so what I did is I just used the residue on there just to blend out the front on there. No, I don't want to block you, E-Class. I want you to stay here because guess what? You took the time to comment on my video that you obviously have watched something similar. So welcome to my page. And it makes me have more followers and more viewers because of you taking the time to ever so slightly comment on my page. Thank you. I told y'all, girl, I'm an upbeat, positive person. I don't think negativity is in a bad way towards me because at the end of the day, it's going to help me out. All right. So now you take a little bit of foundation that is jet black, and I'm going to use this for my hairline. So I'm looking for my specific brush that I use for this because I have one that I'm obsessed with. Move it. Ugh. Where is it? There it is. Ta-da! Okay. So whenever you're doing your hairline and it comes to drag, what ends up happening is that you will put your hairline on and it's going to be brown. And then the brown is not deep enough when you're wearing jet black wigs. So what I'm doing is I'm taking jet black with a very tight bristle brush. It's very dense. And I'm putting it on where I know my hairline is going to be. Be very careful with this because the last thing that you want to do is have your hairline go too far forward, because what it'll do is it'll end up closing off how much room you have to work with on your forehead. Okay, so you notice I'm out here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my contour, and I'm going to go across the edge of it. Stippling, stippling, stippling. Stipple, 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 girl. Yes, honey. Choose my hairline. I know, right? Well, the other part is, too, is I literally was going to go buy a bald cap yesterday. I saw one, and I was like, I should buy this and put it on before I do my makeup. Because y'all would be like, girl, you don't have any hair. Why are you putting a bald cap on? All right, so I'm taking the contour shade that I use, or the end of the sponge that I use for my contour. And then I flip it and I use right on the edge where my foundation was on here. This is to get you even more blending. Because yes, you want to have the hairline, but you don't want it to look hard as all get out, okay? You don't want it to look crazy. Yes, honey. You hear it? That's what we call beating our face, girl. That dark. And take your time. I haven't put any powders on yet. Yes! Because like I said, my hair is going to be jet black, okay? So, this is a little trick. So, this is even for if you're going to go in any type of... like if you're gonna go out at night, anything like that, get you just jet black foundation if your hair is dark. You can put a couple little dots, take a very, very dense brush, just very thick or tight, and then you're gonna press it into there. And then what you'll do is you can take another one of these with nothing on it and buff it to make it even softer, and then just set it with a translucent powder. and then take whatever shade of your hair. So obviously this works for dark hair. So if you have jet black hair to dark brown, or even a brown in general, what you can do is take an eyeshadow or something like that to get it on and just neutralize it ever so slightly. So that way you still get the intensity, but it's not too dark. But what happens is in photos, okay, so if you take a picture with a photo and your hairline isn't right, it's gonna make you look lighter, which means that it's gonna look like you have no hairline at all. So this is a great way to trick the camera to make it seem as though you have even more hair right here. Okay, so it's gonna blend it out. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, the legend. I appreciate it. I always wear contacts. Always, always, always. Always, always, always. All right, so now we got everything else on here. We'll go to powder. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take a powder. Aw, thank you, Rocky. I appreciate you so much. Showing out with them 17 roses, girl. Thank you. So with your powder, so I do not do powder directly underneath my eye when it comes to setting it, because what happens is it'll shear down my foundation and I don't want it to do that. So start here, and then the excess goes underneath the eye. The reason why I'm putting the excess under my eye is because I want it to set the color, but I'm like, for some reason, my lip was sweating. I know y'all thought I said swelling. One can only wish that my lips would swell. Would love for them to be bigger. My lips are so petite. You already know they are just petite. It's all get out. I've been thinking about getting my lips done. I'ma work that. It is stuck in my head. I cannot. Come on, Seeds. You showing out, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Now, this is a trick, okay? Priscilla, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, so you have more than one sponge. So you'll notice that the one I'm using is the one for translucent on my makeup. And then, of course, you have to set this, and it's black. So don't forget, it's going to get on your sponge. So I take another sponge, and you can tell this is the one that I set my black. So you're literally taking it on top here so that you can set it. But as you see, it's staying on there. Oh, Rocky, you're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are those, cookies? A hat? A cowboy hat? What is that? I'm like, I can't see it. The little picture is so tiny. All right, so we got her. All right, so we're set completely on her face. Move that one out of the way because I'm not going to use that again. Okay. Now, make sure. Cindy, your TV's leaking. Oh, shit. Ooh, girl, I straight up about forgot to set my nose, girl. Y'all was about to see a girl cry. Oh, I can't have my nose looking crazy. So this is just a fluffy brush. I'm just taking a little bit of the excess off. Nothing too crazy. Look, I got a halo on, girl. Just, ah. Okay. All right. Let's get this mug on. We're going to make this fast because I want to get going on this, this fabulous stuff. I'm wanting to get to the Beetlejuice unboxing. Oh, I'm so pumped about this Beetlejuice unboxing. There is so many mystery things that I bought that you don't know what they are, and they're collector's items, so that whenever you open them, of course, like, you don't know. So there's that anticipation of what's in there. And there's going to be so many people in here that have never seen that movie. They're going to be like, what the hell is happening? Did she just struggle to say that word? And it's like, no, girl, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Get with it, baby. I was waiting on y'all to start yelling patient. Aw, thank you. Priscilla's showing out. Yeah, she's giving me hearts. I love her so much. Yes, girl. Yes. So right now I'm at 4,900 likes. Yes, let's get to 100,000. That'd be amazing. That's a lot to do. Just keep hitting it, keep hitting it, keep hitting it. She's like, oh my gosh, my hand's gonna be so tired. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you notice that I did my concealer on here to shape my eyebrows when I was using all cream. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting my cream on again, my concealer cream, and then I'm leaving it on here while it's wet. Okay, so I'm not going to set it with anything. So what I'm going to end up doing is put my eyeshadow on top of this. This will give you even more payoff on your color. Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you. 7.5, 7.6. Yes. She's like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my gosh, Rocky Horror Picture Show is such a good movie. I will tell you, I've always wanted to go to the movie theater when they have it playing, where everybody starts throwing stuff at the movie screen and stuff. It's very interactive. They usually have people that are in there dressed as them, playing parts of the movie. So I'm like, I want to do that. That would be so much fun. Like, how fun would that be? All right, so now we got the concealer on. It's still on. Don't worry about setting it with anything. We'll get to it with our shadow. Aw, thank you, Goofy. I appreciate you so much. I laugh all the time, so I'm so glad you like it. All right, so I'm going to take a white powder. And again, I'm not going to dust this off at all. So when you're doing this, this is a trick that I learned about doing it with my freckles. So I have a ton of freckles, so I don't want them to show. So I have to be careful with how much I'm blending and all that jazz. Okay, so a sequin moved on my chair, and I was like, don't you dare tell me that this chair that I just bought literally last week is breaking already. All right, I need this. Just stop blowing on my eye. There we go. Yes. All right, so now we're gonna take a burgundy, okay, and then you're gonna pull. So from the corner of your ear to the corner of your eye, pull, pull, pull. Do not go all the way in. The reason why is because you want this to enhance, not be hard as a rock on your face. Okay? So this is my contour, or this is my medium shade of contour. Then I will do a blush, and then I will do a deep contour. So pull, pull, pull. You notice that I'm not doing the windshield wiper grinding. When you do the grinding, what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up getting the foundation shearing down on you, and then you're going to end up having to fight to cover it back up. So there, from the corner of your ear straight down to the chin. So this is going to give you your shape. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are the best. She said 100,000 likes. Here we come. All right, so we got here. Again, this is still the burgundy. Nothing too crazy. Blending down. Take your excess on your forehead. Now, I'm not pushing down on my skin. I'm letting it barely touch, and I'm going back and forth on the edge of my contour. This will warm up that edge, and then I'm going to go in with a dark brown, and then, of course, I'm going to go in with black towards the end. So now that we have your medium shade on, you're going to take a very dense brush. This is a trick of mine, and this is how I put my blush on, okay? So now we are at 19.5, 19.6. Yes! Y'all are showing out! Oh, thank you so much for the roses. You are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, showing out. Oh, yes, honey. 31. Oh, 35. Oh, y'all were so awesome. Dang, you are showing out. She making it rain on here, babe. 41. You better get it. All right, tongue. So when you're taking your blush, you're going to take it center of the apple and then rock back and forth back and forth, and then up. So you notice I'm pressing it into place. This is called stippling. So stippling your products into place is going to make it look more airbrushed. Ooh, child. I'm going to take a little bit, ever so slightly, in between the two for my highlight and my contour. Dang! All right, we're at the 24.4. Eyeliner tips, we'll get to there whenever I get to eyeliner, because I'm doing my contour now, and then I'll start eyes, okay? So the eyes are going to go pretty quickly because I'm doing, depending on the looks, like if I'm doing like drag, like on stage drag, I do like tons of liquid liner and creams and all that stuff. Now what I'm going to end up doing is, when I get to my eyes, is I'm on the fence about a green and a purple. I'm not sure if I want to do purple on the lid, like on the eye, and blow it out and then put a green lid, or if I want to do green with a purple lid. I'm on the fence. I'm like, this, I don't know. Like, I'm on it, and we'll get to it in just a second, because I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm really leaning towards the green all over, but I'm like, I don't know. So my contour shade, I barely touch it. I go from the corner of my ear into the socket of my cheek, and then the rest up. Thank you, Casey. See? Okay, and then I'm gonna show you how to blend it out. So, earlobe over. I saw on TikTok this person said, I wanna be both-handed. Thank you, Casey. You're so awesome. Oh, I love it. Casey's showing y'all up right now, honey. Corner of your earlobe to your chin. Excess going down and behind the ear, because you want to make sure that you're breaking off this to get you a new shape. Casey, you are on it. 52 already. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 50, 60. Girl, you made a money today, baby. You made a money. Casey's like, here you go, thank you. Just mic drop and just bounce and watch now. Okay, and then you're going to take the same contour shade and ever so slightly where your middle shade is on the hair, and then we're going to go back in with the black, of course, later on. So you're just getting even more definition here. Okay, and then you're going to take your burgundy brush that's on here. How can you send hearts? Anybody want to explain? All right, here you go. Burgundy brush. Goofy's like, yes, look at this. Goofy is on it too, girl. Goofy is showing out. So I'm going back over my contour with the burgundy brush. I did not re-dip it. So the point of this is to warm up that contour again, because like I said, I did pretty deep of a shade. And then it still goes from the corner of the ear, or I'm sorry, from the earlobe to the corner of the eye. And then blush brush, whatever excess is on here, I'm going to stipple it right on top one more time. And then we're going to go to eyes. Now, this is where you can choose how you want to do your cheek. So for me personally, I already have pretty high color on here, so it's pretty bright. So you can take the excess and spin from your burgundy brush over the cheek contour in here. What this is going to do is it's going to make it melt all the way down. Can't do that hand. I'm not ambidextrous, girl. I'm both-handed. See? It gives you this melting effect. All right, let's get this eyeshadow on, girl. Oh, thank you, thank you. And we'll do the black at the end. All right. Okay, I'm like on the fence. Do I want to do green and blow the green out and then do a purple lid? Or do I want to do purple and black and smoke that out and do a green lid? I think I want to do purple and black into like a lavender and then cut the crease and put a green. I think that's what I want to do. Which one is this one? Red, orange, yellow. I guess I didn't get a green on that one. Ain't that some shit? I thought I bought something specific, but I didn't. I'm like, well, shit. What are y'all doing? All right, so we got this one. Let me get my nose contour on right quick. Do its contour and highlight, and then we'll move to shadow. Okay, so I want to put these up because I'm not using either one of those. And then there's my brush that I put the white on with all the time. And then where's my nose contour brush? I have specific brushes that I use for my makeup. Not brand-wise, but just like a specific shape. There's that one. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's get this nose on. Let's pinch this nose, baby. Pinch it, pinch it, pinch it. Ooh, yes. Y'all are at 41,000. Ah! Yes. And we're like, what was she doing? We're like, getting support is what I was doing because they're amazing. Get that nose contour on, and now we'll put highlight on and then shadow. Here we go. Oh, y'all are so awesome. Y'all have no idea. Y'all are making my day. Like, y'all are so amazing. Who needs to breathe? Not me, girl. Not me. I never have to breathe, girl. I just keep moving and grooving, babe. Moving and grooving. All right, let's see. I need a really good green. Not that one. Ooh, this one. This one. Just so you know, I went through a phase where I literally did green all the time. Oh, wait. I'm not doing green on the outside and blowing it out. I'm doing purple. I really want to do green. I think I just want to do green and just put purple, like a purple in the crease line. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm really feeling... You feel like getting your makeup organized? When I tell you, I literally have so much stuff up here organized, but I need even more organization. I have so much makeup, it's not even funny. I use everything. Like, I have everything when it comes to makeup. But, I don't like that green. Do I want to use this green? Yes, I do want to use that green. We're going to do green and black and then smoke it out. And I'm sorry, blow it out. And then we're going to cut the crease, and I'm going to do white with a purple on the lid as well. So let's get this thing going, baby. Let's get this thing rocking. So put this one here. And then I'm going to take this brush. I need a new makeup. I need to wash this damn towel right now. Not right now, obviously not right this moment, but I will. We're at 48.6, guys. Dang, y'all are making it go fast. Your poor hand's gonna be like, You're gonna be so over it. You're gonna be like, Justice better appreciate this 100,000 likes, I swear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I tell you, you have no idea. You are making my freaking day. Okay, let's get in this green. I'm like, which one am I doing? Which one am I doing? I'm gonna do this green. Ooh. Ooh, we're about to show out on this eye. Get this shape in here. Again, we're doing Beetlejuice unboxing after I get in full drag. I'm already in body, so whenever we get done with this, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to put my hair on, which I don't have to leave camera for, and then put my earrings on. And after that, that is it. We will just start unboxing because my outfit is already on. Ooh, look at this green. Beetlejuice, yes. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I told you. All that I'm going to end up getting, he's not going to show up here. He's just going to make me get a zit. Okay. Okay, so we have her. Get a little bit more saturation on this side. Okay, so we've got the shape here, add some more definition here. And you notice I never set my eye after I put my concealer on again. I let it just stay there because the point is it's going to give you more payoff when it comes to the color on your eyelid. Ooh, yes, man. And I get very big with my eye makeup. This is actually pretty toned down because I put my eyebrows in a normal height today. I think are like, this is high. But usually I go a lot higher than this. And I go very low on my eyeshadow because whenever I put my luminizer on, that I'm going to show you the trick for in just a little bit, you will see that it ends up ombreing for me. And I don't have to work so hard for it. Ooh, yes, honey. It's so natural. You already know. Okay. I don't want to use that brush. I want to use this one. What green do I want to use next? Because I'm going to end up putting black in here also. So I like this one. That one's going to be for my brow highlight. Okay, so we'll use this green. It's called Peacock. Again, we're doing Halloween, girl. Get some of this attitude on this eye. And it's so funny because I tell people, I'm like, when you're doing makeup, like if you just want like an easy eye makeup to do, it's not about the color always, it's about the like where you're placing everything. And so I literally have said make a C, and that's where your color goes. Color. So you do your medium, then dark inside the C. And then on the outside, you do a lighter shade. And then what ends up happening is you will end up just blending it all together. Okay, so we'll get this one right here. Get some attitude on this part of the eye. Fluff her right here for the shape. And this is still a green, guys. This is a green. Okay, deepen this waterline, not waterline, but underneath the lash line again with this green. Y'all are up to 58.5 to 0.6. Yes! Okay. Take this out ever so slightly, but don't take over all of the green area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the brush that I already had the bright green on. Why does my fan keeps like sliding back? It keeps doing this. So it keeps like, I keep being like, okay, I thought I pointed this down, but then it hits me in the damn eye again. And I'm like, what is going on? So you're going to lightly go over the shade that you just put down. Do not go all the way over the entire color, meaning keep it as close to the edge of that deeper shade that you did, because you want to still have the definition from that shade that you put down. See how it's giving even more intensity, but it's giving you shape. Ooh, yes, honey. And this is that ponytail brush that I was telling you about earlier to use. Not a specific brand, but the brush itself. The type of brush. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a frosty shade for my brow bone highlight, but I am going to stay in the green family. The green's going to come off like a bluish green, so you can always take your green that you've been using and put it up a little bit higher. Yes, a transitional shade, absolutely. All right, so let me get a... I say this every time I start doing my makeup. I've really got to start buying some more brushes because I use them so much that I'm like, I'll start falling in love and using a specific shade for it. I need that for the black for my eye. And then what ends up happening is I'm like, ugh, I really wanted to use that for this, but I can't use it for that now because I always use like a black on it, or I'll always use the white on it, or I'll always use something else on it. So yes, the flick of the wrist, girl, the flick of the wrist. Another thing you'll notice too is you hold your brushes further back to where you're moving your fingers to apply versus your entire wrist to go. So if you're ever wanting to know, like when it comes to makeup, when they're talking about application, doing this is harder to do, where you can do this and you can still see where you're putting your product. And I'm gonna let y'all watch this part. So you get right here on the edge of that color. So it's green, but the luminizer is gonna pull it even brighter. Ooh, cha. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, she's giving you Beetlejuice realness. What if Beetlejuice did drag? I wonder what his makeup would look like. He probably did do drag at one point, I'm just saying. And then I'm going to go back to that transitional shade, and I'm going to go up into it ever so slightly, just so that way the intensity ombres even more. Because I don't want it to just look like dark green and then white. You see what I mean? Now, you've got that on. And since we did a shimmer there, we can continue the shimmer. I don't want to use that brush yet again. Here we go. Just as trying to find a brush. Okay, I'm going to take a brush here, and I'm going to take it on this white and ever so slightly on the edge of that, because I want to see that transition shade. I don't want to take over and use a white powder that has no frost to it, because then the frost is going to defeat the purpose. And then I'm using this and blowing it out even further, which is the transition shade. Ooh, yes ma'am. All right, so now that we have that on, I'm going to take a black. The black is going to go into the crease line, but I'm going to keep it further back into the side of the eye. Ooh, yes ma'am. We're at 62.5 likes. Yes! I'm so freaking excited about that. Okay, and here's that green shade that I used before for the not transition, but the crease before. So I'm just going right on the edge of the shade, the black that I put in. Thank you. Heather, you are showing out on these. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, thank you. All right, now let's do the cut the crease, add the shimmer. I'm gonna do the white, then the green, and then a purple on my eyelid. I was like, where's my brush? But I forgot I had already put it back up here, girl. All right. So the reason why cutting your crease is such a big thing, especially when it comes to drag, is because we're trying to make it appear that our eye is a lot bigger. So this is the illusion to make your eye look even, like it has even more space. It's called carving out the eye. And you can choose the shape that you do with carving out your eye. I like to just keep it pretty open right here, because it makes my eye look even bigger, and like, I know it sounds weird, but it makes me look even more awake. And take your time on carving out your eye, especially if you're just trying, because the worst thing that, you know, it's going to suck because you're going to end up shaping it and it's going to look weird. But look at the difference from this eye to this eye. Huge, right? Let's go on this one. Get on here. So I naturally raise my left eyebrow all the time. Like, it's like such a habit, and I can't stop. It bothers the crap out of me, because what ends up happening is I'll end up like doing my left eye first, and then like I'll forget that I've pressed it, or that I'm raising it, and I'll end up carving my eye out, and it's a lot higher, and then I have to go back to the right eye and be like, ugh, like, and put more on. Okay, now that we have the eyes carved out, I'm not setting it with anything other than when I go to the shadow. Put right here because I ended up putting it too much on the left eye. Okay, so we got here. Ooh, yes, honey. How I make it look so easy. I've been doing, like I said, you got to make this one shape on your eye, and once you figure out how to do one type of eye, it's so much easier. It's like, girl, thank you, jeans. So it's like, all right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the intensity that I want first is in the black, and then of course with the purple. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to overlay some different shades into, and I'm actually thinking I'm going to do purple. So I'm going to take the black, and I'm going to press here, and then slightly go over here. Be careful whenever you're putting on black shadow or darker shades and you're like flicking your brush, because what will end up happening is you'll end up flicking all of your product onto the side of your nose, and then when it comes to actually trying to remove it, you're going to end up having a dark spot on your eye, on the side of your nose, and you're going to be really pissed because you're going to be like, I just did all this damn work for no reason. So when you're doing your shades and you're ombreing your shades into the next one, you're going to overlap them. So if you want your shade for your purple to come here, then you need to bring your black to here and then overlap your purple. Make sense? Add the definition of the black here. Get a little bit more black right here. Yes, honey. Now we're gonna go into the purple. So with the purple, do I have a brush, girl? Do I have a brush? Half the battle is finding the brush. Come on. I'll use this one, it's fine. Ooh. Ugh. Hey. We're at 66.7 likes. 66,700 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know y'all are trying so hard to get me to 100. You're like, my fingers are so tired now. Don't give up, Carol Ann. Don't go to the light, Carol Ann. Purple. I am using a pretty dark purple because once I put the transition shade on it to lighten it up, you're going to be like, yes. There we go. The likes are going again. We're getting me to 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. I'm all about it, girl. I'm all about it. Yes, child. Y'all are showing out today. Y'all showed up and they're showing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so overlap her ever so slightly. Slightly. And I want to put the purple down here also, just to give a little change to the eye. Okay, now we're gonna go into the shimmers. So I use the green shimmer first on my eyelid. What brush was that I used it on though? A long wig hair right here. So, that's not what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this one. So let's go to this beautiful shade that I used last time. This green. You're pressing, overlapping to get the blend. And then I'm going to take it into the white just for the tear duct. Ooh, that one got a lot right there. Let's get a lot right here then. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so go back to that purple brush. Outside first, excess over, just to keep the intensity of the eye. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back into the black just to intensify the outside of my eye even more. And pull in ever so slightly because the last thing you want to see is harsh lines. Then, I'm like, what palette did I use that green from? This one. And then here, to get that definition back again in ombre, yo shade. Ooh, yes, ma'am. Ooh, yes, honey. Ooh. Yes, girl. Yes, God. All right. Now then, so let's get the eyes to be super smoky and super sexy. So I am going to use, here's this one. So an eyeliner for there. And then, do I have a purple eyeliner? I used to have a purple eyeliner, but when I moved, I feel like the movers was trying to take my stuff, girl. It's been a mess. We're at 76.9, 77. Oh, wait, we're at 79.9. Sorry, 77,000 now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're getting to 100,000. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. All right, so there's that one. I'm trying to think. Do I want to use this? Sure. Why not? Don't be intimidated by makeup. It's just makeup. So I actually used a blue liner underneath my eye. Okay. I do want to take this in here ever so slightly. There we go. Okay, so liner, here we go. Thank you, thank you. So people look at eyeliner and they think that it's just to make the eye look pretty. Of course, that's what it's for, but it's also to frame the eye. So what you have to choose is how, first off, what shape are you trying to do with your eyeliner? Girl, I'm struggling for a second. What shape are you gonna do? And then, fill it in. So I have a hooded eye, so for me to get even more lift on my eye, what I do is I go up higher to get more. So it lifts the lid. You will, hang on. A lot of times, like I said before, when it comes to putting on makeup, it's about where you felt that it went last time. So sometimes you'll be just like a neat freak, like with liner, and been like, oh, it has to be perfect and match exactly. Girl, don't stress. If people are that close to try and clock your makeup, first off, they're not a supporter, okay? If they're trying to clock you that hard, they're not a supporter. Two, hang on, I'll get this one right here. And if they're not supporting you, they don't need to be around you. That's all I gotta say. And I am the first one to be like, girl, you're too negative. We can't hang out. I'm here, but I'm trying to have great days and amazing memories. And you can't have that if you got somebody always complaining and being negative, girl. Thanks. That's why I tell you, don't worry about it. Don't stress. He's going to get there. It's a process. Girl, we're at 81.7. Ah! I love it. All right. I'm going to put some lips on. I'm going to put lash on, and then we'll set everything. Let's put the cheek back on real quick. We'll do my normal run through of cheek just to re-get some color back on this face. Okay. We got her. Then we got, oh shit, blush. Blusher. And then I'm going to use the excess that's on my contour brush. I'm not going to re-dip it into the product. I'm like if I can find it. Whew. Okay, and then my burgundy brush again, pull to ombre out my contour. Okay, now then, I told you we're gonna add black to the hairline. I wasn't kidding. We're gonna add some in there. I'm gonna use this brush. It's a dense brush again. So I press it into the shadow and then I take some off. You can always go back and add more. And remember, we're ombreing into the hair, into the forehead. So you touch out, pull, 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 pull. Okay? Pull, 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 pull. If you were touching the forward, the part of the forehead forward here and pulling back, your ombre is going to be reversed. And then you're going to look crazy. Make sure you know that your hair goes all the way down to the side of your ear, so do not forget to bring it down just a little bit. I have no hair on and look at it already. All right, so is there anything else on the eyes that I want to do other than mascara, lash, and then lip? So a lot of people will end up doing their lips, and what they'll do is they'll put foundation all over their lips, and then they will use that as a base. However, when you do that, long-lasting lipsticks are actually supposed to be on the skin for them to stay long-lasting. So what'll happen is you'll end up putting it on and it won't stay on that long. And it's because you used foundation as a base and then put it on, and you're gonna be like, okay, well, it's not gonna stay that long. You're like, wow, that's some BS. Aw, thank you. I bought these lips, girl. Honey, they are mine. I paid for them. But they're permanent, so they're not going anywhere. Hey, Wendy. If everybody needs to go see Wendy right here, Wendy Williams. She does Painted by Wendy. She also sells cosmetic products. So if y'all need anything fantastic, she has some great products. From what I've seen, I haven't tried them yet, but I have seen that she has great products because I see her do her own makeup, and then other people always ranting and raving about it. So another TikTok freak blocked. Who got blocked? Uh-oh. Tap fast, y'all, girl. We're at 88.3. We're getting to 100,000 likes tonight, girl. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. Got makeup on top of this, but it'll be fine. I needed something to wear that was like Halloween-y. And so like I ended up buying this thing last night, and it's just like a cape, but it's supposed to be that spiderweb cape. And I was like, I need something that looks kind of like Lydia Dietz, but I'm not dressing up as Lydia Dietz. So I was like, girl, I can't. Okay, so let me get the rest of this mug on. And then I'll do lash and lip. All right, so where is my luminizer? This part gets everybody. They're like, what in the hell? What in the witchery? This is luminizer. I only use one type of luminizer. It's from Christian Dior. The reason why I use this one is it works best for me, but it is white, but when you put it on, it has a bluish purple hue to it. So it takes color of whatever color you put it on top of. So like if you were ending up putting it on top of a black, it's gonna have a black, it'll turn the black like a black with a blue hue. Take my blush and press. Put this back up here because I need a little bit more on my brush. This is my trick that I do. I've yet to see another entertainer do this. Okay, and then let's set it. Get somewhat heavy on it. Whenever I do that, I'm putting a lot of spray, which is a setting spray, all over my face. It's going to rehydrate all the foundation. And then whenever you put it back, once it dries, it looks like skin. So all your powders turn back in to a hydrated form, and then, of course, it dries. We're almost there, everybody. We're at 93.2. Again, if you're just joining, my name is Justice Taylor. I'm an entertainer. I'm a drag queen. I've been doing drag for quite some time. It's been about 13 years. And then I'm also in the makeup industry. Put a little bit more luminizer on. This time I'm not putting as much. I just want this to be a sheen on my cheek. And as a reminder, always double check your shade like underneath your eye, because I ended up putting that on there to brighten it up. So I do want to go back in with my green just to give a little bit more here. Okay, and you can always go back up and ombre it again if you need to, if you don't like how much you put. It's just makeup. Don't be intimidated by it. It's just makeup. I do add more blush because, like I said, it's a process. So you add. I want to make sure that my blush is going to show once I'm in full face. Set the face again. Okay, and then one last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gold luminizer and put it in the front of my eyebrow to blend. Now, because I'm wearing jet black hair, what I'm going to go back in to do is I'm going to take a brow brush, and you do not need to do jet black eyebrows. I have never seen ever where they need to do jet black eyebrows, or there's an instance, unless you're doing character makeup of some sort. So I do really dark brown. And as you can see, the dark brown, it looks almost black when you're looking at it. But you don't need it to be jet black. See, everybody always is like, oh, okay. And then they see the finished product and they're like, oh shit, wasn't expecting that. And I'm like, I know. Your bicep hurts from pushing all the numbers. We're at 96.6, guys. I love black lipstick. So close. 98,000. Let's let this dry for a second. So anytime something is long wear, you don't want to press your lips together, because what ends up happening is you'll end up breaking down that lasting power on the lipstick. So let it dry. We're at 101.2, guys. Ah! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, y'all are showing out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, I am like pumped. Ah! Uh-oh, that fell. All right, let me put this on real quick and then I'll add a gloss. So let me do my lashes. Let's see. Rich Lux, my friend, gave me this, and I have been like using them because I was like, you know what, let me see what this lash is giving, girl. And they have been super cute. We don't sell lashes, so they're Baddie B lashes. They are Baddie B lashes. We don't sell eyelashes, so I can show this. Baddie B lashes, they're awesome. Make sure you order some of these Faux Mink Lash Book. He got these in a PR package, and so he gave them to me because he wears some lashes that he personally sells. So I was like, yes, girl, this is everything. All right, where's my container, darling? I want this container. Yay! I'm so excited for the 100,000. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be bigger. I'm trying to be bigger than life. Obviously, I'm plus size, so that's going for me. But I'm trying to keep going when it comes to makeup and just in generally talking. So I like to use my platforms not only for makeup, but also as a platform for educating individuals. So if a topic comes up or something goes crazy, I will end up answering those types of things in the moment. But yeah, so I'll tell you, I'm one of those people that I love, love, love to support others. I support those that support me. So, you know, keep doing your thing. If you haven't had a chance to go to my YouTube channel yet, please make sure that you go. The link is in my bio to go there. So please subscribe. I have other makeup tutorials on there that I've done previously. Most of them are from when I've been on TikTok Live because it's just fun to interact with all of you while I'm doing my makeup. So it's just my platform of choice. And then what I do is I save the video and I post it to YouTube. So that way, if you like them and if you like how I do application, I don't always do the same thing twice. So you can go on there, you can look and you can see what I've done before to see if it's something that you want to learn. Or if you like what I'm doing now and say you're like, okay, I want to learn how to do that. So all you got to do is go in there and watch it after. Of course I would do that. Shit. Damn it. This one eyelash right here is going to be a bitch. I can already tell you right now. It'll be all right. I'll put enough mascara on you won't even see it. You'll notice I don't get wrapped up in the craziness. I don't get wrapped up in negativity. Because guess what? It doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, well, that's real cute, hun. Well, thank you for being in here. So anytime somebody comes in here being negative, don't get stressed out about it. Don't even get mad about it. See, right here. And he thinks because he changes the letter, one letter, that it's going to matter. But let's do this. Block. You know what we do with trash? We burn it. And on this website or this app, we block them. So we ain't worried about you. We are not worried about you. Okay. And what I like to do on the corners of my eyelashes, because I do not like my eyelashes to start drooping through the end of the night, because, you know, lashes are pretty heavy. So I will put a little bit of glue on the top part of my eyelash. Right here on the corner. Uh-oh. Right there. And then you just hold up the corner and let it dry. And then you get winged lashes. And once it dries, you can push it to where you want it to be. Yes, ma'am. Lashes make all the difference. All the difference. You don't have to do huge eyelashes whenever you're doing drag. A lot of people feel you have to wear 301s all the time to get all that extra body. And I'm like, girl, you do not need all that. Do your stuff. Find a lash that you really like. Then put mascara on top of it. So you're like, girl... Bless and release haters. I know, right? It's funny because usually if it's like that, I should have reported him, not blocked him. So take you a spatula. This is from the hair store for clay facials, so you can put it on. So I take it and I put it behind my eyelash and I push. Push, push, push. This makes it to where when you're doing your makeup, that you're not getting black all over your eye makeup from doing your mascara. The other part is when I wear false lashes, I personally do not like them all feathery and stuff like that. I want them to look like an eyelash, so I put them on. So look at the difference from this to this. Girl, hello? Exactly. And then I use the excess underneath my eye to get even more definition. Okay. Make sure that you wipe it off between eyes, because if you don't and you end up like turning it the wrong way, you will push all that wet mascara onto your eyelid and you're going to be real bitter, girl. This is where you try to get both-handed. Ambidextrous, I know what it's called, girl. But I call it both-handed, like that lady where she talks... What was that? That was like back in the day where that person was like, what was it? She was talking about that Waffle House yellow. Oh yeah, you said this Waffle House yellow, you put it all over. That shit was so funny. The both-handed, girl. Uh-huh. Look at her being both-handed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. Perfect. Ugh, I live. I live and then I die. I die and then I live. Make sure that you go back in with your liquid liner pull where your lash is and make sure that you have that definition of your liner. Because the last thing you want to do is have all this beautiful makeup and then you have like empty spots everywhere and you're like, girl. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a red onto the black. To get ox blood. Child, what do y'all think now? Now, you can always look at your eye makeup and see, like, is this as dark as you want to go? Things like that. So, for me, I want to add just a little bit more drama right here. This is just a preference of mine. Just a little bit of something, something. It's all about tweaking, getting it exactly where you need, and then it being done. Look at her. Get right down the corners. Yes, ma'am, honey. Woo, y'all was not ready. See, it's so funny when everybody gets up in here and they start watching me do makeup and they get real nervous real quick. And I'm like, stop stressing. Trust the process. Trust the process. Because it will be there and we will get there together. But you have to trust the process. Say it with me, guys. Trust the process. Hi, how are you? Yes, girl. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, girl, trust the process. You gotta trust it. We all have trust issues. Mine is trust issues with trying to watch a television show. I don't know about you, but I get such anxiety trying to figure out what show I want to watch next. Not because I'm like, oh, what if I don't like it? It's because if I do like it. Because I'm one of those, I'm all in, okay? I'm a Cancer. I'm all in or nothing, okay? You can't just tell me, oh, okay, I kind of like you. No, girl, you like me or you don't. And it's the same way with TV shows. If I like a TV show, I'm going to sit there and binge watch that shit until it's all done. And then I'm like, well, shit. Like, clean that off some of my space so we can put on the hair. Yes, ma'am. You're a Cancer too? Aren't we amazing people? Aren't we amazing? We're always just so upbeat and positive. That's what I tell them. They said, what are Cancers like? And I was like, we're just chill. We are just chill, girl. All right, here's the hair. See, folks aren't ready when it comes to the hair being on. They just want to show up at the very end when it's all finished. And I'm like, you gotta be here to see the process. Just trust the process. Tell them, guys, trust the process. Okay, we got her. Pull that back a little bit right there. Pull that right here. Get it very pin up. So I'm gonna bring it over just slightly. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some wig glue on right on the corner because I don't want it looking crazy. So a little bit right here. Okay, then you take a pair of pantyhose and press. The pantyhose works almost like it's a barrier, so you're more than welcome to like put it on and like tie it around your head. So if you go to my last video on YouTube that I posted, that looked right before this one, so I think it was like 2 days ago. So I ended up putting it on, and I had big hair, and it was rooted. So I sprayed a ton of the Got to Be Glued hairspray, had it saturated, then tied pantyhose around it. Pantyhose doesn't stick to stuff when it comes to like tackiness. So it's one of those things that you just put it on, wrap it around, let it dry, let it do its thing, and then you just go on about your business, girl. Go on about your business. While that's drying, I'm gonna get her a little bit fuller. Thank you, thank you. See, now she's dry. All right, get a little bit more here to bring that back. Get her full. All right, now let's put some earrings on. I'll take this off, and then as a reminder, I am going to be opening some Beetlejuice items. So the Beetlejuice items I'm opening are mystery boxes. So whenever you're opening them, we don't know what they are. So we're going to find out together. I love, 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 love Beetlejuice. So when I tell you, I'm so excited to see what I'm going to get. Like, I'm pumped. I'm using the moisture. My coffee. That was coffee. I always order Trenta iced coffee with no classic, add 4 Splenda shaken, because I don't do all that sugar. All right, let's get these earrings on, girl. They're quite large. That one's empty. This one has some. I use nail glue, by the way, for my earrings. I love Beetlejuice. Thank you, Twinkle Twinkle. Iced coffee is the best, girl. Twinkle's like, girl, I'm here. Watch. I'm going to show up and show out on these tips, girl. Aw, thank you, Casey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, thank you. Twinkle, damn, you're already up to 100? Shit. Girl, I didn't even see that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all are the best. Casey's like, watch me. I got this too, girl. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you so much for staying with me through this duration. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The roses are amazing. Damn, Casey, you still showing out in here, girl. I'm like, damn. Yes. You love the earrings. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. It has a ring too. I'm not a huge ring fan, but you know, if I got it, I'll wear it. Most earring sets that I purchase have earrings and ring combo. This one is something I had. She's awesome. She's really fantastic. But I'll tell you, this is before I found Seville Lady Drake with Dragon Jewels. Once I found Seville Lady Drake, that is actually the only person I order jewelry from now. I'm not saying that this person doesn't make great jewelry, but it's just a preference. I love Seville Lady Drake's jewelry and Sebastian's jewelry because the quality is amazing. Their settings are heavy and like they're metal, so they stay. Sorry, there's like a spot that I wanted to stay. I dropped my damn fan. There we go. There we go. See, I wasn't ready for all that. All right. Let's get this going, girl. Let's get Lydia-fied. Oh, I gotta take my ring off to get this off, girl. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You wasn't ready. Yes, ma'am. All right. What do we think, guys? Let's get this ring back on. See, we always see the finished product of the drag queen, but we don't see the process. We're people too, but I'll tell you, it's all about trusting the process. Mm-hmm. This ring is huge, right? Let's get this on here. Girl, so this thing right here was actually from Spirit store. What is it called? Spirit Halloween. So I got it there last night. So Rich Lux, my friend, he's got about, I think it's 500,000 followers on YouTube. He and I go shopping and just like hang out and stuff like that. So he was showing me, he's like, let's go to Spirit, which I never go there. So a lot of this stuff for Beetlejuice is what I actually purchased there. So if you like it, you can go and find it there. So Spirit, yep, Spirit Halloween, absolutely. It's so weird because I never buy stuff from there. So, and I never go there anymore. I don't know why. Turn the fan to where I can actually like feel it. There we go. I never go there, and it's one of those things that they have amazing stuff. They've really stepped their game up. But I will tell you, the one thing that I think they need to work on is their plus size Halloween costumes. There aren't many. And I'm like, girl, like you need more. Like this was plus size, but I'm like, you see how big the neck is? I'm like, girl, this needs to be cute. Like you should have made this and put it on a turtleneck. Like if you really wanted to make it like that, girl, like I'm plus size, but I got shape. Like I got body, but I pushed my fat into the areas that it needs to be in. So I'm like, girl, but yeah, so I'm like, I needed something for today. I don't have anything Halloween, because it's all just drag. But yeah, so I ended up just getting this, and I was like, you know, I want to wear this with black pants and call it a day for the video, and to get on here with you guys. So, yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining me when it came to doing start to finish of the makeup look of this fabulous Halloween-inspired look. Now, go to part 2 to see the unboxing of Beetlejuice mystery packages.